Yes, the 2022 Mintage figures have finally been released, but which one of these coins, if any, is an NIFC? Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and it's a very special What's in the Box, a midweek special if you want to call it that. So yesterday the Mintage figures were finally released for 2022. And there are some shockers, I must admit, and I've probably got to do a bit of grovelling along the way as well. So what were the Mintage figures? Well, let's get into the first one, and we'll start with the penny. So the Mintage figures for the penny was exactly 30 million. And I've actually put up the Mintage figure for the previous year as well. And I've still yet to find a 2021 penny, never mind a 2022. The 2 pences, now we're back in 2020, the Royal Mint announced that there wasn't going to be any 2 pences issued for circulation for the following 10 years, in addition to £2 coins as well. But what happens? They went and issued a one for 2021, and for 2022 is an NIFC. So we have an NIFC on the board, so if you do find one in your change, you'll know that it's been broken out of a set. Moving on to the 5 pences, and again I'm still waiting to find a one for 2021. But for 2022, there was a massive 42,800,000 minted for circulation. Now, a vast majority of these I would think are still in the Royal Mint long store, because if you can recall back in What's in the Box, I think it was 137, the Royal Mint's annual report stated I think there was only 3 million issued into general release. So obviously the vast majority must still be in the Royal Mint long store. Moving on to 10 pences. Now, there was a one issued in 2021 and 2020, but for 2022 also a circulated one, and this one has a mintage of 38 million. Next up we have the 20 pences, and again I've never found one for 2021 yet. But for last year, 2022, we had a mintage of 42,875,000. Now, I'm just going to skip the 50 pences and move on to the pound coins. We'll come back to the 50 pences in a second. So £1 coins, again, there was a mintage of some issued in 2021, which I still haven't found. For 2022, the mintage was a very low 7,735,000. And the £2 coins, now we had 6,045,000 issued in 2021, and nobody has yet to find one. But there's going to be a mintage of 4,030,000 £2 coins issued for 2022, so we'll probably have to wait for those for another couple of years. Now finally moving on to the 50 pences. Now this is where it gets a bit strange, because if you can remember, I did a sort of a review on how many Platinum Jubilees I think there was going to be issued in circulation, and I thought it was going to be a very low one, along with other coin collectors. They thought along the same lines, and I was expecting something under 3 million. However, according to the website, the whole 5,070,000 have been minted for circulation. I honestly think there's either one, they're going to have to revise the figures, or two, a lot of these coins must still be in the long store, because there was only 13 million issued for general release between the 1st of April 2022 and the 31st of March. So somewhere along the lines between March the 31st and the end of August, they've either issued an absolute boatload, or they may still all be in the long store. So the Platinum Jubilee, like I said, 5,070,000. Pride, which we had a feeling was going to be 5 million. That seems like it's all done and dusted. The Queen's Memorial coin, now that's, again, we were told 6.7 had been issued into general release, but the mintage figure is 9.6. Now, I honestly think this figure might get revised down. I'm certainly open for that. But the 50 pences shield, we're going to have 9.5 million. Now, I was expecting that to be an NIFC because last year was NIFC. I mean, we had supposedly 46.5 million issued in 2020, and I've only found sort of maybe half a dozen or so, and other people are only finding a few. I mean, following on from the 2019 shields where we had 122 million, it does seem a bit odd that there's going to be another 9.5, but we'll say that when we come to it. So if you add those four figures up that you've got in front of you, that actually comes to 29,100,070. And we were told there was only 30 million issued into circulation for general release way back in the annual report. So again, I think these coins must still be in the long store. But anyway, I've got, like I say, a bit of grovelling to do because I was under the impression, and a lot of people were as well, that the Platinum Jubilee was going to be a very low minted one. Still time for figures to be revised, however, so it might be a case of just watch this space. But anyway, that's it for today's What's in the Box. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, keep on hunting, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.